Hey guys, so today we have a little bit of an interesting video. I like filming those every once in a while because this is kind of a super favorite sort of video because this is my core skincare regime for right now. And I do every few months a snapshot of what my core skincare regime looks like at the moment. And right now I'm going to tell you about my nighttime skincare. Really, daytime skincare is much more basic and much less nutritious for the skin, only because I wear makeup during the day, so I don't want to overload my skin and make my makeup move and do all kinds of funky things. So I do a much more basic, targeted, lightweight approach in the morning. And in the evening, I really load my skin up with nutritious ingredients. I'm going to show you what kind of products I have here. It's not anything, that nobody's ever heard of, but it's a really good solid core of a skincare that I have for the nighttime, and I can recommend genuinely each and every single product that I'm going to talk about because they're fantastic. So let's start with a serum. For serum, I have a super basic and super old school pick, which is Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and I've used a pretty decent chunk of it, really. It's such a classic, and there's a reason why it's such a bestseller for Estee Lauder. I think Estee Lauder did a fantastic job formulating this particular serum because it suits every skin type. Everybody that I've ever known with various skin types had all loved this serum. And this is a good all-rounder. It's a good basic. You know how you have that like gray sweater that you go to all the time, not because it's particularly fabulous or does something specific, but just because it's a great basic. This is the kind of thing that Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair provides. It's not a new product, but it is a true and tested, just a good basic. It does everything. It plumps up, it moisturizes, it smooths, it exfoliates a slight amount, but really it doesn't do anything like super severe, but over time it just keeps my skin happy. My skin really likes this guy. It's really basic and it's really fabulously formulated, I think. Really good basic and safe choice, especially if you're buying for somebody. Chances are they're gonna like it. Then I have a couple of, I've been into exfoliation, chemical exfoliation to be more precise, and skincare. A lot of my skincare has to do with protecting the skin, moisturizing the skin, and sloughing off of the old layers of skin. So this particular product I find really effective, actually. This is Kiehl's Overnight Biological Peel. It's a really nice packaging. I think a very apothecarian, just like Kiehl's usually does. And I'm a big fan of lots of Kiehl's products. I think their formulations are fantastic for the price. So this guy has lots of various acids to slough off old skin cells and stimulate the growth of new ones. It has hyaluronic acids and acid and other moisturizers to plump up the skin and really smooth out the exfoliation, meaning that if you have sensitive skin, it's going to really calm it down. I've never had irritation issues with this particular guy, although I definitely noticed the difference after just a couple of uses. Really, it moisturizes the skin really well. If you were to try the texture of this is a little bit balmy. It doesn't leave a greasy sensation on the skin, but it does feel very smooth and balmy when you apply it. So it is moisturizing, hydrating, as well as exfoliating. Really worthwhile product. And a similar thing can be said about this one. And if you know my channel, you know I'm a big fan of Dauphin skincare. I love it. I love it all. I love using it. I really enjoy it. And I have to say that if all skincare in the world disappeared and I had to pick a single brand to continue producing skincare for me particularly, it probably would be Dauphin. It is Dauphin Mela Perfect Anti-Dark Spots Perfecting Treatment. Now, I don't really have dark spots, but anti-dark spots treatments usually are exfoliating, smoothing as well. So this is a slightly more moisturizing version. This is a lighter version. Both of them are treatments, and both of them are for hyperpigmentation, for texture issues, etc., etc. Now, since my skin is really, really sensitive, if there is any kind of irritation on my skin that lasts longer than a day, it'll leave a mark, and that mark takes time to go away. This guy really is helpful with that. I really like this one, but if I had to pick between the two, I think I would go with the Kiehl's, but I like both. Then the two oils I'm absolutely crazy about, and for sure will be buying again because they are fabulous and they do two different things. So firstly, everybody knows this one. This is the Luna Sleeping Night Oil by Sunday Riley. It is a very, very good pick. It is hydrating. The base oil in which this mixture of retinoids, different molecular weights, pre-retinoids really is what is happening here. They are in a moisturizing, non-irritating base, and because of the chemical composition of this particular pre-retinoid chemical that is here, it penetrates the skin easier at different levels of the skin, and it is not irritating, and I can attest to that. Retinoids can be super irritating. They're drying, your skin becomes flaky and red, and retinoids are an irritant. And this guy, it has effective enough retinoids for me to notice the difference. It's by no means like a retin-A sort of story. No, of course, it's subtherapeutic in terms of acne or any kind of severe hyperpigmentation. So if you need a powerful retinoid, or if you're used to using a retinoid, then I think this is probably going to be a little bit of a pussy product for you. But for those of us who do not need a lot of retinoid but want to transition into using some, which is me, really Sleeping Oil by Sunday Riley is a fantastic choice. Luna does provide this retinoid perk up to the skin. That's the only way I can describe it, and in a very moisturizing, nice, beautiful oil. It has a bit of a funny smell, but I've grown to like it. Some people probably won't like it. It's very herbal and medicinal. So fantastic, fantastic baby retinoid treatment, not by any means clinically significant, but it is for those of us who are just starting out with retinoids. Very, very beautiful oil, super recommended, and an all-rounder moisturizing oil that I absolutely love, that it just does beautiful things for my skin. It's plumping, it's brightening, it's definitely very, very hydrating, and just whenever I use it as well, it's a sensory experience because it's full of wonderful botanicals and it smells like a garden because of the natural extracts that are in it. And this is another Dauphin product, and this is not the first bottle. I think it's the second or maybe the third bottle that I've had. This is my favorite oil from their range. My second favorite is the rose one, but this is my absolute favorite, and it's a flower nectar oil. This little 15 ml baby costs $200, which is too much money entirely for 15 mils of product, but I do use so very little. So this one I've been using for 3 to 4 weeks, and really I don't even see any kind of a dent in the bottle. So very, very beautiful oil. And when I say 3 to 4 weeks, I mean like if I was counting it to be used every day, which I don't. I really sort of alternate between these two right now. So it's been with me for about a month and a half to 2 months, but like, let's say 3 weeks of three weeks of wear every day. Like if I add up all the use, and there's not a dent in it. So it does last a really long time. And what I do is I just dab a little bit on my fingers. I distribute it between my fingers, and then I push it into the skin, and I push it in everywhere, under the eyes, everywhere. It does not create milieu, it does not clog pores. It is wonderfully plumping and moisturizing, a well worth it all-rounder for me. And now a night cream. I do not actually have an eye cream in my current nighttime rotation because I've been putting this very, very hydrating night cream under my eyes, and it's been working well. I do recommend, of course, you go out and get an eye cream, and I do have an eye cream in my daytime rotation, so an eye cream that works super well under makeup. But you know, those are two different locations. At my vanity, I have my day stuff, and at my sink in the ensuite bedroom, I have or on the ensuite bathroom, sorry, I have my nighttime skincare stuff. So I can't use the same eye cream, otherwise I just have to like travel between locations, which is within the same house. So it wouldn't be a big deal. But anyway, what I'm trying to say, I don't actually have an eye cream to talk to you about, but I've been using this cream under my eyes and it's been wonderful and hydrating and no issues whatsoever. And this one is the most budget find out of the whole bunch, because the rest of them are unfortunately not budget at all. But this one is fairly reasonably priced. It's sort of mid-market, and it's Nuxe Rêve de Miel. There it is. And Nuxe is probably one of my favorite, or my favorite more budget, middle market budget skincare range. And this is Ultra Comforting Night Face Cream. Lovely. It is so lush. It is full of wonderful botanicals. It's a great barrier. So to seal all of this lovely skincare in, you just apply whatever suits your skin. This is for dry and sensitive skin. This is what I have, and this is what I'm using. And it's really, really lush. It's really creamy. It's nicely spreadable. The texture is wonderful. It's fairly thick. It's a very hydrating night cream. Definitely night cream. I would not go with this for daytime because I feel like your face would be just melting off. It's really rich. So if you're looking for a nice, rich, beautifully textured and excellent in terms of ingredients night cream, I think Nuxe Rêve de Miel is lovely. And if I were you, I would check out, and I'm going to do that too, more of the Rêve de Miel lineup. This is my favorite line from Nuxe. They have more powerful, more expensive products as well. Some of them I have tried, a lot of them I have not, but just some of my very, very favorite in total, like not from more budget brands, but I mean like ever, Holy Grail products come from the Rêve de Miel line from Nuxe, such as my favorite face wash comes from Nuxe Rêve de Miel line. And my very favorite, top-notch, most awesome lip balm, lip treatment comes from the Rêve de Miel line in a little pot. It's the best lip balm I've ever tried, and I've tried a ton of luxury ones, and that one is just the best. And so I'm slowly making my way through other products in the Rêve de Miel line, and so far I've been really, really liking it. I think my skin likes honey, I don't know, because Rêve de Miel, it's a honey-based sort of line of products. So wonderful, wonderful, really recommend it. And I think so well worth the money. I've used many higher end, much higher end skincare nighttime creams, and I've enjoyed them just as much, if not a little less than this one. Wonderful texture, really rich. If you do not have dry skin, then this is going to be really annoying for you to use. If you have dry skin, then so good. So this is the lineup of skincare products that I'm using right now for my skin, and my skin is behaving beautifully. My skin's really loving this particular setup, and I have to say, like right now, I'm also during that time of the month, you have to see, like I have 0 breakouts. My face is really like in good shape, and this is all thanks to this particular skincare. I usually take super good care of my skin, but lately with this kind of combination of products, it's really been thriving. That's it for today. I hope it was fun for you to watch. Let me know in the comments if you have any kind of Holy Grail skincare for the nighttime, especially if you are the same skin type as me. Leave it down below for people with oilier skin types, maybe if you do have oilier skin type. But I'm especially interested if you are also dry and sensitive like myself. Do you have any Holy Grail products that are doing wonders, and why? I would like to know. That's it for today. See you guys later. Have fun. Bye-bye.